what I do think is that Alireza is a very, very clear number 3 and probably will be number 2. Nobody is even close to the level that Alireza is.
Of course, Magnus is the favorite in the match because I think by numbers and also by his shape, Magnus is a very, still probably the strongest player.
Magnus Carlsen, the undisputed king of SpeedChess.
It's still not over. Wait, Firouzja very much. Wait, there goes the bishop!
Should work.
Should work.
I mean, it's 95 takes, and then I mean, when the freaking pawn's on d7, like, you got to be winning, but
Alireza's threatening queen takes d7 because he has the g8 square under control. You could play a move like queen to d6 to meet queen takes d7 with queen f8, but Magnus taking more of his time. If Alireza can get this down to a time scramble, he gives himself an outside chance of doing the unimaginable.
If Alireza Firouzja saves this game, I will be speechless.
The bishop can slide up to e6. It's not the quantity of passed pawns, it is the quality.
Yes, there's but queen can come back, and the fact that black's pawns are doubled makes it even worse.
I'm really impressed with Alireza's defensive skill here. The fact that this game is still going, that Magnus has 20 seconds on his clock, it just doesn't feel as confident as we're used to him seeing converting these positions.
That's really the story. Alireza has been very sharp defensively, but I do sense hesitancy from Magnus more than anything else.
King f8, trying to get the king involved.
Queen c5, let's kick it away. Yeah, queen c5, and let's start taking
Get out of here. He takes c6, threatening queen c8.
It's over. Queen c8 is... Okay, but he takes on g4, but I mean, okay, queen c5
Another
and queen
check
c8.
on c5.
C5 and
I
queen
said,
c8.
get out of here.
Yes.
The commentators are Levy and Daniel, not the king on g2 pawn and the g2 pawn.
Alireza just can't make a move. He has
Queen
8.
g6.
And he's blundered, and he's losing.
Queen g6, g3 then is forced, and the knight combines with the rook, converging on the king side. This ain't gonna go well.
And he found it.
And g3 is forced. Maybe knight h4 can be tried.
Yeah, knight h3.
That's still not allowed knight h3.
Rook takes f2, then queen e6 picks up the knight on c4.
Oh, sharp. Restoring material equality, except white has a king on h3 that's going to get surrounded.
No, but this game is completely inexplicable. It's unbelievable. He was up a pawn for nothing. There was nothing there. It was a little bit of an attack yet to quality, and he could have played g3, could have stopped everything.
Sometimes you overthink it. He was trying to find the perfect way to arrange his pieces. Instead, he's allowed everything that he's tried to prevent. Magnus now with a big moment. He has to find rook f2, king h3, and then the tempting move is queen h5 checkmate, except it's checkmate to your winning chances after knight to h4. So you have to look at both sides of the board and pick up this vulnerable knight on c4.
And he spots it.
Beautiful work by Magnus. The final stage of the game for him, material is equal, king safety is not.
No, absolutely not. The white king on g3 is standing out on the terrace and screaming at ghosts. Rook a3 is going to target a knight, yeah, and then it's just so wild.
All of the pawns on the fourth. Queen takes d4, allows a perpetual-ish idea. He plays bishop takes d4, so f7 remains defended by the queen. Exquisite technique by Magnus, and bishop e5 will seal the deal.
And Alireza will resign in a moment.
First, he's going to launch the king up at the board, and now he's going to resign.
Wow. And by the way, at a certain point, b5 will be a good move, because you have no more counterplay on the queen side for the opponent.
And you might benefit from a trade of light-squared bishops. And knight g5, Levy, doesn't even create a threat, because h3 is protected, and f3 is protected by the two minor pieces. So you could just proceed as you planned with bishop to b2, or even bishop takes g5. Again, the time situation, Magnus has only spent 30 seconds. And here's another pawn that's going to fall.
Every time Alireza goes for a think in a losing position, I run out of ways to describe how good the position is for the opponent. Like, it really seems that these Kings Indians have left him in just disarray. He's not giving himself the best opportunities to fight back with black.
Yeah, I mean, I think maybe Magnus will play e4 again and try to preempt, you know, play that psychological game. But the way the Kings Indians are going, I would at least find out what Alireza will do instead. If I'm Magnus, he wins another game. Magnus is going to escape and zigzag his way out of these checks. There is no perpetual here. That king.
And he's losing.
Queen b1.
Queen b1. Queen b1. But also the queen endgame, Danya's losing.
And Magnus, he just tries to create a passed pawn on the queen side. Alireza is losing control of this game.
He has b4's incoming.
b4, black's pawn is faster.
And the king is going to run too. King b5 ideas.
But c3, there might be d5 check. So Magnus starts with a check.
That was the wrong move, but
Another check.
But that was the wrong move.
Another check, and now he makes the passer.
But they're all making bad moves apparently, and now he hung the pawn on d4.
And the king is going to zigzag its way out of the checks again.
Oh my.
Black's pawn might be one step faster.
Alireza,
C2.
2 seconds left. Yeah, he's queening. He's
C1,
queening.
and he's going to skewer white's queen.
Oh my goodness. We have a check though. Oh, we got 4 queens on the board. What is going on?
And he's got a zig and zag, and queen g5. Queen takes g5, and you skewer the other queen.
Yeah. By the way, there it is.
Alireza says, let me take f4.
F4, and he's got 2 passed pawns on F and
But
H.
queen d2 there would have skewered the rook, and Firouzja so close to losing the thread of the game again.
Queen g7 though played.
Great move.
Yeah, and now we can. By the way, maybe you could even take and play for the H file.
Oh, but he allows white's rook to infiltrate. Rook d8.
Oh, that's so dangerous.
Queen takes e5. Maybe Firouzja holds on. Bishop takes c6 also has to be calculated. No, it's bad.
And apparently this is losing. Queen b6 was not the move.
But a5, a6 is coming, and
Yes.
a7 is going to be made. a6 anyway.
A6, yeah, takes
a6
takes.
or this.
And yeah, bishop
It's
b6.
over again.
Queen d3. Wow, what a mess, Danya.
This is a really nice move. There's no discoveries that are threatened against
know.
the white queen right now. You could play like b3.
But then you lose a3, right? But then knight d6.
Stop saying things that are true.
Oh, knight e5, queen e5.
Oh my god, rook c5. How long has this queen spent under the watchful eye of this rook? Okay, well,
Okay, knight f5, I guess. But, or queen b7, yes.
something's going to give f5, knight f5, rook d1's coming.
There's 1,000,003 threats.
Queen a8 again was possible.
Before
No, queen d1.
you just lost the pawn, that's it. I mean, queen d1's in, not even back to g6.
That is
What?
vintage Magnus.
He had 2 seconds there. He had-
Oh, rook d3.
Oh, rook d3.
Alireza should go knight g5.
Oh, knight g5 is nasty. And Magnus wins again. Okay, we have some... I thought Alireza was black, by the way, because of all the openings that he's played today. But it's actually Magnus who's got the King's
What?
Indian attack going.
Whoa, bishop a5. That was not a blunder.
No, knight b, his idea was...
I mean, it might be, but he didn't blunder a piece.
Yeah.
He blundered the King's Indian.
Yeah, this is... Oh, my gosh.
Oh, no.
It's just mate. It's just mate. And he resigns and...
Days like today is sort of what I play for right now. No day is ever going to be perfect, and I don't think you can particularly strive towards that either. But I'm very, very happy with my performance and the fact that I managed to actually put up a really, really good score against one of the best players in the world. And because I know I'm capable of it, and of course he didn't play his best, but still. And I thought what I was most happy about my performance today was that I was thinking a lot clearer with little time, and I feel like that's usually the clearest indication that I'm having a good day. I feel like on a lot of days I'm just guessing when there's little time, and Alireza is usually a lot better than I am in those situations. But I felt like today I was holding my own, and because of that, I got a lot of points that normally may have gone the other way.